Bubbles with Travel Bubbles Part 3. Are you okay? What's wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking, I really, really want to travel. I want to get involved in this travel bubble, but I'm really scared of taking blood.
Oh, I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we might not have to do that because with the rapid test with COVID, it's like a really long cotton.
Oh, that's right. For COVID testing,
Yeah.
you actually just get something from your nose, right?
Yeah, but it's actually very long. They stick it up your nose,
Yeah.
and then it goes like to the back of your brain.
What?
My friend got it, and they said it really hurts.
To the back of your brain?
Yeah.
How long is it?
No, super long.
What, how long?
Yeah.
You're lying.
It's real. It hurts.
Okay, I don't think I'm ever going to travel again.
Maybe not.
Maybe I'll have to wait until there's no more COVID-19
Yeah.
anywhere on the earth because
Yeah.
I don't want to take blood. I don't want somebody to stick something up my nose to hit my brain. I think you're lying. It's not your brain. Come on, really?
I'll Google it. Let me check my information. But first, we're going to read more about Mindy and Carson's conversation.
I don't like this at all.
Mindy and Carson keep talking about travel bubbles.
I don't mind that. However, I do mind the next rule.
What's that?
The government approved 6 tour groups to Palau, and visitors must join one of them.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Okay, so we're still talking about safe travels with travel bubbles.
With Mindy and Carson.
Part 3.
Mindy and Carson keep talking about travel bubbles.
Okay, well, your first line, I'm going to read ahead. Your
Yeah.
first line, you say, I don't mind that. What were we talking about before?
Oh, getting to the airport
Yeah.
5.5 hours early.
And then you have to get a COVID test.
Yes.
And since then, we remembered that the COVID test is not through blood, it's through your nose.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, now I remember where we are. Continue.
So Mindy says, I don't mind that means I'm okay with that. However, I do mind the next rule. Ooh, she doesn't like it.
Okay, so she minds this rule, the next one,
Yeah.
but she doesn't mind the last rule. So
Yeah.
to mind means to care.
Yeah, to care.
So I don't care, I don't
care.
mind.
Yeah. So in this case, mind is a verb, but your mind as a noun is your brain.
Oh, I see. So if you're thinking about something in your mind,
And you mind it.
you mind it, it means you care about it.
In
So
your brain.
It's like in your mind. You're like, get out of
Yeah.
there.
But if you don't mind, then it's not in your mind because you don't care.
So you don't care. Wow.
Oh.
Okay, so now he, me,
Carson.
Carson says, what's that? So what's the next rule?
The government approved 6 tour groups to Palau, and visitors must join one of them. Okay, so tour groups are travel groups where there's a tour guide, and you can only go with the group. So I guess that means you can't be like traveling by yourself.
Like solo?
Yeah.
So like solo means
Yeah,
one, right?
yeah.
So to solo travel means to travel by yourself.
Yes.
Compared to traveling in a group where you
Yes.
travel with other people.
Yes.
Do you prefer to travel by yourself, solo, or do you prefer to go in a group?
Solo. I don't like groups.
I cannot stand going in
I
groups
don't like
either.
groups. I hate it because you don't all want to do the same thing all the time. And maybe the people in your group are not even your friends, and maybe they're just really noisy, and maybe they want to shop and you don't care about shopping.
Right. So why is the government going to force us to be in a group tour?
I think it's for safety.
So the government, they're the people in charge who rule
The country.
a country or a state or some area, right? The 政府, right? Like, so the government is telling them you have to go in a group of people.
Yes. So the government says, I will only approve of your travels if you go with a group. So to approve means to allow.
Means it's okay.
Say something's okay to do. The opposite of approve is disapprove. D-I-S. So that means, nope, I don't like
No
what you're
approve.
doing. You
Disapprove.
can't do it.
So approve just means you say it's okay.
It's okay, it's good. Like you have a stamp of approval, means the stamp says, okay, you're safe, you're good.
Okay, I'm going to leave now. Do you approve?
No.
You disapprove.
Disapprove.
Okay, I'll stay.
Okay.
I'll remain a visitor here
Yeah.
and talk to the students.
Oh, okay.
But
So
I guess I'm not
a visitor.
am I? So a visitor is somebody who is like a guest.
Yeah, you only go somewhere for a short time, but it's not your home.
So for example, if we had a person come in here right now, because usually we are the ones doing the hosting,
Yeah.
but if we had another person come in and they want to help, we could say, hey, this is a visitor who's come to help us.
Yeah.
This invisible visitor. Here.
Visitor. And then if you're a visitor to a country, that means you're going to the country that's not your home country.
So it's could, Emma.
Yeah, that's right. Visitor or guest. So I guess we can only visit or be a visitor to other countries, to Palau, if we travel in a tour group. What does Carson think about
So
that?
Carson says, that doesn't sound so bad.
Carson thinks it's okay.
Yeah, that
If something-
sounds good.
Yeah. Or not so bad.
Yeah.
I think it sounds bad.
I think we both agree
Yeah.
that it sounds bad because we like to travel by ourselves.
Yeah, we like to be free.
Yeah, because you can make your own schedule. You can wake up when you want to wake up.
You can sleep till noon.
You can eat where you want to eat.
Yes. And you don't have to go shopping if you don't want to go shopping.
And you don't have to go visit another temple if you don't want to look at temples.
Exactly.
Sometimes I get tired of looking at temples.
Me too. So we're going to take a break and we're going to see what they talk about. And we have to see if Mindy also likes to travel in a group, or does Mindy want to do things by herself? So let's go ahead and take a break and we'll find out soon.
When I travel, I like to see and do things on my own. You can't really do that with tour groups.
True, but you don't have to think or make plans either.
That's no fun. Also, you still have to wear a face mask when you're in public.
That's fine, because at least I can travel.
Okay, so I wonder if Mindy agrees with Carson, but I think her personality is a little bit different from him.
Yeah, I think Carson's pretty easygoing. And I
Yeah,
think
everything is fine.
I think he just wants to travel.
Yeah.
He doesn't care
He doesn't
what
care.
he has to do. So.
Mindy cares. She says, when I travel, I like to see and do things on my own. Means by myself, without a group. So Mindy says, you can't really do that with tour groups.
And she is correct.
Yes.
You can't do that. You have to follow the group.
You have to follow the schedule.
Yeah.
There's a lot on a tour group schedule every day. There's like 6 or 7 places to go to. It's so tiring.
It's so tiring. When I go on a vacation, I don't want to follow a bunch of rules
Me neither.
and follow a strict schedule.
I don't want any schedule. I
Yeah.
just book the place to stay and I have no schedule.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I just want to sleep, and if I want to keep sleeping, I'm going to keep sleeping.
Yeah.
And then maybe I won't even leave the hotel.
Otherwise, it's more tiring than a vacation. It feels more like work.
I want a choice.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what Carson thinks. True, but you don't have to think or make plans either.
Carson wants an easier way.
It depends how you look at it.
Yeah.
Because it is easier because you don't have to make any plans.
Someone always tells you at what time to go what place.
It's like you're a child again.
You are.
You just go where mom and dad tell you to go, wake up when they tell you when to wake up,
Yep.
eat where they tell you to eat.
Yep.
But I think when I was a kid, I didn't really like that. I want to go do what I want to do.
Me too. So when you have a plan, it means somebody tells you you wake up at 8 a.m., you go running at 8:30.
Running? Wait, what tour group makes you go running? I don't think that's a real tour group.
Breakfast at 8:30.
So you run to breakfast, right? Because you're hungry.
Leave the hotel at 9. Lunch at 12. Visit the tower at 1.
I'm so tired.
Yeah,
I just want
that's
to
the plan.
sleep and then roll out of bed and eat when I'm ready to eat.
Yeah.
So a plan is like 计划, right?
Yes, a schedule.
Like a schedule.
We can also use plan as a verb. If you say, I don't plan my vacations, that means I just booked the place and I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'll open my eyes in the morning and then decide when I feel like it. So that's what I do.
Okay.
Or there's a word that means or, which is either. So either you make a plan or what's the other option?
Or you don't make a plan.
You just go by your feeling.
Just go by your gut.
Yeah, which is your
like
feeling.
Your stomach. Sometimes we say that. Go by your gut means go by your stomach.
Yeah.
It means you're not really using your brain. Just follow how you feel inside.
How you feel. Yeah. So either is a comparison word, and it's used with the word or. So when you have two options, you will say either black or white. Or you can't have both.
Yeah. And you can say, I don't like that either.
I don't like that one either, but I don't like that one either. So I don't like any of them.
Wow. All right. So then what does she say?
Mindy says that's no fun. Also, you still have to wear a face mask when you're in public. You know we love wearing those face masks all the time, but I don't like it.
It's interesting because when I first came to Taiwan and then traveled to other Asian countries,
everybody was wearing a face mask.
I was really surprised that people will wear face masks when they're not feeling well. In America, nobody ever wears a face mask. Before COVID, it was never happened. Maybe if you went to a hospital, the doctor might wear a face mask. But when a person was sick in school, they would never wear a face mask.
Yeah.
So I think for Americans and other Westerners, wearing a face mask was a really difficult thing to get used to.
It was. And now people have already taken them off because they don't like the face mask. But we know in Taiwan we like the face masks.
We don't mind wearing them.
We don't mind.
And you get used to it. And if everybody's wearing a face mask, I think we're all going to be safer.
Yeah. Although I don't like wearing face masks. I prefer if everyone wears it and I don't.
Oh, okay. So you're very selfish.
Yes,
okay.
Definitely.
So Carson says, that's fine because at least I can travel.
Yeah.
So he just cares about being able to travel. If there's some rules, he has to follow. If he has to travel with a group of people and listen to other people's schedule, he doesn't care. He just wants to get out, right?
So at least is when you say at the least, it's like the least I can do. It's the small thing that I have to do to be able to travel. I would still prefer to travel, and traveling is more important for me than all these things that I have to do. What's at least in Chinese?
至少.
Yes.
It's like 至少我可以去旅行.
Perfect. Last but not least.
Oh, wow.
So when we say last but not least, it's that we're getting to the end.
Yeah.
But it's not the least important thing.
Exactly.
So we say last but not least, we're very happy that you joined us and we hope that we will all be able to travel safely very soon.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to these travel bubbles.
Even though it will be a little bit difficult.
There's going to be some restrictions, but it's better than just being stuck at home.
Yeah, at least we'll be able to go somewhere else.
At least.
At least.
Okay, thank you.
See you soon.
See you next time.
Bye.
Mindy and Carson keep talking about travel bubbles.
I don't mind that. However, I do mind the next rule.
What's that?
The government approved 6 tour groups to Palau, and visitors must join one of them.
That doesn't sound so bad.
When I travel, I like to see and do things on my own. You can't really do that with tour groups.
True, but you don't have to think or make plans either.
That's no fun. Also, you still have to wear a face mask when you're in public.
That's fine, because at least I can travel.
Hi， 大家好，我是 Stephanie。那我们今天一起看单字。第一个呢是动词 mind， 介意。像是防疫期间，大家的课程都改成线上进行。如果你想跟老师或者是同学表达什么大声点听不见，你就可以说 Would you mind speaking up a bit？ 你介意说大声一点吗？可不可以请你大声一点呢？那第二个呢是 government， 名词政府。The government moved quickly to control the pandemic. 政府迅速采取行动控制疫情。第三个呢是 visitor， 名词游客。The art museum gets millions of visitors every year. 这间美术馆每年吸引上百万名的游客。最后一个呢是副词 either， 也不。The clothes in the store are stylish and they are not expensive either. 店里的衣服很前卫，而且也不贵。那今天的第一个文法重点呢是 on one's own， 靠某人自己。I trim my bangs on my own， 我自己剪刘海。这个用法呢相当于 by oneself， 所以刚刚的句子呢你也可以说 I trim my bangs by myself。第二个呢是 in public， 在公众场合，公开的。Public 呢是大众公众。这个用法很频繁，比如说 Lily Rosestaff and Austin were spotted kissing in public. Lily Rosestaff 就是强尼戴普的女儿，和 Austin 被目击在公开场合接吻。诸如此类的标题真的很常在外国明星的八卦版上面看到。最后一个重点呢，就是 at least 至少 ，least 表示最少最小。To become president of Taiwan, you need to be at least 40 years old. 要在台湾当总统，至少要年满40岁。好，那今天的讲解就到这里，下次再见。
Shakadang Trail is also known as the Mysterious Valley Trail. It is famous for its clear water and huge marble rocks. The friendly trail is built along the river cliff. Visitors can see the rock folds and all life forms along the way. Shakadang Stream is slow and gentle. You may want to dip your feet in the water. However, the rocks can be slippery, so it is not encouraged to go off the trail. There's a tribal village nicknamed 5D Cabin in the middle of the trail. Visitors can take a break here. Shakadang Trail is suitable for all ages. The smooth walk is roughly a 2-hour round trip. It's definitely worth a visit to enjoy the beauty of nature.
See you next time!